the show, everyone. Amazing result. Amazing game of football. Keep the applause going. Fletcher and Hodges. We've got some sort of crowd tonight. Hey, let's get straight into it, boys. Broncos 30-14 over the Storm. Broncos take fourth place. Hodjo, that was a great performance. One of the best from the Broncos. You know, to win this competition is all about timing, and they look like they might be about to peak. But for all their brilliance, it stems off defence. I thought their defence early was outstanding.
Look, it was. I think, look, they've been obviously building towards something like this. I think this is what all Broncos supporters have been waiting for all year. You can see the class that they've got at their side, you know, like Big Payne has, Paddy Carrigan leading the front, and there's so much class out wide. But now the question is, you know, I know Renault and those guys are coming back, but Honey and you know, Billy Walters have done a fantastic job. They're giving the ball to the outside backs on time and allowing Reece to do his job. Like, do they come back into the side?
Jeez, it's hard, mate. You got there's talk of Xavier Willison coming back. Shibasaki will come out next week. So all of a sudden they've got all this depth. I'll tell you what, talking about Billy Walters, when you talk about the best players, you know, player of the season for the Broncos, he'd be in the running. Jeez, he's had a great season.
Billy Walters. He fits in anywhere. I mean, he's now being mostly he's coming off the bench, maybe starting 9. Now he's thrust into that 6th position. But what a luxury to have Ben Hunt, who was, I suppose, is he the signing of the year? If the Broncos, they're in the top 4 now. If they can get to the grand final, he would have to be in the argument for signing of the year.
The most important one, for sure.
Well, yeah.
Well, you saw tonight defensively how good he was and how good he was early. They had a lot of big guys running at him early in that game, and he handled them very well, even drove a few of them back. So you compare his defence to the others who are not in the side at the moment, he's a much better defender.
Well, we've got to have
defence wins games.
Yes, are you confident the Broncos can go all the way now?
You said that out the back. Not me.
Of course.
Look, I'll get on him. I'll get on him if you want me to.
Now,
get on him. Do you want me to get on him?
Should.
I'll get on the Broncos.
Now we've got to talk about the Melbourne Storm. We'll talk about that in one moment. But Reece Walsh, I mean, crucially, with no Adam Reynolds there the last couple of weeks, he's really stepped up. Tonight, Hodjo, I reckon it's his best performance in a couple of seasons.
If I was Reece, I'd be going home tonight straight back to the toilet bowl.
Oh, mate.
Look, whatever's in there, I might even go home and try it. See if I can make a comeback. I think, I know there's been a bit of, well, he's obviously copped a little bit this week, but the way that he stood up tonight, like for a young guy, you know, kicking 40-20s, I think he scored about 22 points in the game. And there's always a lot of bit of criticism around Reece. It's either rocks and dimes, but tonight he was electric.
I don't think there was an error. Was there an error?
I don't think so. I mean, he played a bit of 7, bit of 6, 1. He just fills in everywhere. And I just, boy, when he plays that, when he's playing well, he just gives Madge so much flexibility where he puts the other blokes.
Yeah. Well, I think if he's going to go back and review his game, I think that's the standard of his game now. Like, I know he's got a few mistakes here and there, but you've just got to realise if he does that, he's so dangerous, mate.
But he didn't have to try anything too hard or too freaky because everyone else was doing their job correctly. So that allowed him to do what he does without having to try and throw that miracle pass or the miracle chip and chase or whatever it was.
Boys, Melbourne, Jerome Hughes, that we saw before, mate. Like that, the broken wrist. At first, I thought, he's done the shoulder again. But a broken wrist. We'll find out tomorrow if he can return this season, but he's up against it.
Very unlikely. Irrespective of that, they looked a bit tired to me. I know the Roosters put 40 on them last week. Different side, but even they just looked... They were getting beat at the rush. Caught at marker.
When they get 40 points put on them in one half of football, there's massive concerns. And I know it's not all about gambling, but it's an indication of where people see them. Going after last week, even with Harry Grant and Jerome returning, for them to be $2.50, I thought, no way. And on top of that, you've got the Nelson situation. Nelson on report for the shoulder. Tell you what, it's going to be a nervous wait because, mate, he's got priors.
Do you think it's a mistake even playing Jerome tonight? Like, I know we were talking at the back. Like,
I was surprised he was picked.
I was surprised. But if it's a broken wrist,
it's on his shoulder.
But still,
he didn't look comfortable passing the ball.
He didn't look 100%, but he's played enough footy now to know whether or not he's going to be right to play the game of footy. You know what I mean? So Billy Aiken and him would have had several conversations about, you know, you're fit enough or not, and he's obviously gone, yep, give me the green light, I'm good to go, fine, I'll take your word for it. And it was just It was one of those things that happens. If it is a broken wrist, well,
I think he had
that's
to
what it
play
is.
after what the Chooks did them in the second half. I feel that for confidence-wise and for the team, he needed to play. Unfortunately, he was gone within the first 10 minutes.
Harry Grant, do you reckon he's left a hole the last 2 weeks? Haven't looked anywhere near the same side. But
Looked flat tonight without him.
they did. And Harry Grant's going to join us on the couch on Sunday night, so we look forward to that. But Hammy comes up later in the show. It's going to be very interesting to see what the betting market for the title is going to be after tonight.